Hi friends, in this video we will see some important theorems on complex integration. Important theorems on complex integration. Here the first theorem is Cauchy's theorem, right? Cauchy's theorem. So already we know that from the first model. From the first model, we know that Cauchy's-Riemann theorem, Cauchy's-Riemann equations. So based on that, we have only theorem is Cauchy's theorem. Here, now statement is if f of z is analytic at all points inside and on a simple closed curve C. So this is path, simple closed curve C. Then integration. So path is C, closed curve C. F of z dz equal to 0. So this f of z is they are given. It is an analytic function. When it is analytic, we know that f of z is, when we are saying that analytic, when they satisfy the Cauchy's-Riemann equations, CR equations. It satisfies CR equations of f of z, right? F of z nothing but, here I am taking proof of this, that f of z equal to u plus iv. So one complex number, right? Usually we are saying that z is one complex number, x plus I was same thing. Here also f of z is, here this is function of complex number. So we are representing u plus iv, real part and imaginary part. Here u and v is functions of x and y, functions of x and y, right? Then here, so if you replace this in this equation, given equation, so integration c f of z dz equal to, so integration or c path u plus iv. Here dz is, we know that dx plus I dy. Then if you bifurcate two integration as one real part and imaginary part, so this is equal to real part then imaginary part. Just multiply these two or split the bracket, right? Now u into dx, so integration over c u into dx, right? Then another I into I square is -1, so minus v into dy, right? Plus here I into v into dx. So I am taking constant I is outside, so integration c v into dx, then plus I into u dy. I am calling this equation number 1. Then look at this integration part. So basically we know that Green's theorem. So we are studying in the second semester. So Green's theorem, we know that for the partial derivatives, in a plane. So stating that if m of xy and n of xy are two real valued functions having continuous first order partial derivatives, continuous first order, these two continuous first order partial derivatives in a region real number, in a region R bounded by the curve C, then because they are given, this is our C is a path, right? Then integration over C m dx plus n dy equal to integration R bounded region, so dou n by dou x plus dou m by dou y dx dy. So this is the formula for the m and n are the two real valued functions of the first partial derivatives, first order partial derivative. So this is the formula, we know that. So using this formula, applying this relation to the two line, we have two line integration, two line integrals in RHS of equation 1. So this is RHS of equation 1 we obtain. So using this formula to these two integral part. So look at integration over c m dx plus n dy. So this is same, looks like this formula. Now I am going to write in this form. So m is nothing but u, n is nothing but minus v, right? So dou n, so n is minus v, so dou n by dou x. If we differentiate partial first derivatives, this is minus dou e by dou x. I am telling here minus dou e by dou x. Now this as this integration c f of z dz equal to same integration r, integration is over r, right? Dou n by dou x is, so n is minus 3, so I am writing dou n by dou e by dou x. Then dou m by dou n minus m is u, so dou u by dou y, dou u by dou y, so dx dy plus. Now second integration, now I into, right, I into, this is also same thing as mx plus n dy. So m is v, n is u. The next is I into integration dou u by dou x minus dou u by dou y dx dy, right? Just I am applying this first order partial derivative of m and n here. So after that simplify, since f of z is analytic, we have CR equations. They are given. F of z is analytic. If it is analytic, we know that dou u by dou x equal to dou v by dou y, dou v by dou x equal to minus of dou u by dou y, or ux equal to vy, vx equal to minus uy. So and hence we obtain. So substitute these two values in this integration, right? Now as it is equal to, so integration, double integration over r. Now here dou v by dou x is minus of dou u by dou y, so minus to minus plus dou u by dou y. So this is as it is dx dy plus I into second integration. Here dou u by dou x is dou u by dou x is dou v by dou y, so dou v by dou y, so minus dou v by dou y as it is dx dy. Now here this going to cancel, this integration part is 0. Similarly this both are same, here also is 0, so both are 0, so this value is, thus we get integration c f of z dz is 0. This is the proof of Cauchy's theorem. Cauchy's theorem. Similarly, one more theorem, Cauchy's integral formula. Cauchy's integral formula. This is most important because they asked for it several times in examination. June 17, 18 and December 2018. 3 times they asked. Now statement is Cauchy's integral formula. If same statement, if f of z is analytic inside and on a simple closed curve C, so only one more extra is, and if A is any point within C is nothing but a circle within C, then f of A equal to 1 divided by 2 pi I integration C f of z divided by z minus a dz. Right? I am going to put this one using this statement. Right? Proof of this. Let A be the point within C, so we shall enclose it by a circle C1. I am introducing another circle path is C1 with z equal to A, with z equals to A as a center. This A is the center and R as a radius. I am taking A is center and R is radius, such that C1 lies entirely within C. Entirely within, that is lies only that C. The function f of z by z minus a is analytic inside and on the boundary of the angular region between C and C1. So this statement is represented as a diagram. So So here we have a xy plane, x axis, y axis here. So this is the original path C. Inside the C we are having circle C1. I am denoting this circle is C1. So here your center is small a. So radius is r, small r, right? So using this one, now by the property we have a property of the second property. So integration C f of z, z minus a dz equal to integration C1 f of z, z minus a dz. Now calling equation number 1. The equation of C1 here, equation of C1. So in this circle with center A and radius r, so can be written in the form, so modulus of z minus a equal to r. So we know that, right? If we have a circle, center A and radius, and we are going to represent this z minus a equal to r. Or so if you have a polar form, z minus r, you can write equivalently z minus a equal to r into e raised to I theta, or so you minus into transform, just transfer this r at the side. So this is minus becomes plus, z equal to e plus r into e raised to I theta. If you have a circle, theta is ranging between 0 to 2 pi, because here we have a circle. If you consider only this half region, you have a 0 to pi. If you consider both this part, so usually you are taking 0 to 2 pi, because so whole circle is 360 degree. See, 60 degree. That's why 0 to 360 degree, nothing but 2 pi. Now here we know that dz equal to, just differentiate this one. So dz, this one or this one, both are same. So differentiate constant is 0, right? E raised to I theta is I into e raised to I theta, I r e raised to I theta dt with respect to partial z and theta. Now using these all relation from equation 1, just substitute these relation in equation 1, z as well as dz, and also limits. Now integration C f of z, z minus a dz. Now here C1 integration 0 to 2 pi, theta is 0 to 2 pi, f of z is, here we have z is a plus r into e raised to I theta divided by z is a plus r into e raised to I theta minus a into dz, dz is I r e raised to I theta d theta, right? Then now simplify this one. Here this a get cancelled, remaining is now this. I am taking I outside, I into e raised to 0 to integration 0 to 2 pi f of a plus r into, so I into integration 0 to 2 pi f of a plus r into e raised to I theta. Here r into e raised to I theta, r into e raised to, both are get cancelled, so d theta. Now remaining is I into integration 0 to 2 pi f of a plus r into e raised to I theta d theta. Now this is true for any greater than r or positive. R is any greater than 0, however small. So it's small is better. Hence, as r is tending to 0, so we get, just replace r equal to 0 in this relation. Now this as it is, integration C f of z, z minus a dz equal to I into integration 0 to 2 pi f of a, because if this is 0, this whole becomes 0. Now f of a d theta equal to, now if this f of a is constant, if you take outside only 1, so 1 into d theta is, so with respect to theta, so only theta. If you integrate, I am taking outside, so I into f of a into integration 1 d theta is, so only theta. So limits is 0 to 2 pi, upper is 2 pi, upper limit is 2 pi, lower limit is 0. After substituting here, so this is anyway 0. So multiply by 2 pi is 2 pi I f of a. So this whole thing, integration C f of z, z minus a dz is 2 pi I f of a. So what is f of a? So this I am transferring this side. So f of a equal to 1 by 2 pi I integration C f of z by z minus a into dz. So which is the required solution of Cauchy's integral formula. Cauchy's integral formula.